All right. Got Mexico City Conquistadors here. Um, a team I'm not all too familiar with. Looking at them, I played them back when they were the Rams once last year, or maybe it was 2 seasons ago. And we ended up beating them on a close fourth quarter screen pass I ran that got us into the end zone. I think that was actually my first year playing in this Madden because I was very new to the game. But yeah, they were a very different team then, and they're a very different team now. So we'll take a look and see what they have going on in a team out of Mexico City. Here we go. So they've the young Johnny Manziel quarterback, much to the raised eyebrow of the rest of the league. We'll put it that way. And they've got Ryan Blair as their backups. Let's see what these guys bring to the table. Alright, so you'll see that the first two don't have amazing arms, but Cedric Blair does. However, they both can throw short to intermediate pass. With Manziel having a slight edge in accuracy, and plus he can throw it better on the run with 92 throw on the run. None of these quarterbacks will sell the play action, but this team potentially is not what that's about. And of course, Johnny can run around a little bit. He's got 82 speed, but he's agile and he gets speed pretty quick. So he's not a full-out scrambler, but he can move in the pocket. He's also elusive with elusiveness, and he's only 6 foot tall, so he's not gonna stand behind that line as far as size. Clearly the best quarterback on the roster. It's Manziel. Cedric Blair is an interesting guy being developed behind him with nice throw power and not terrible accuracy stats for a guy that young. Pocket passer, but yeah, a young guy that could develop up and eventually replace Nassib, who I believe was picked up as a free agent last year. Moving on to the halfbacks, you've got Todd Gurley, who is a nice back for this team. 91 speed, 87 acceleration, 88 agility, 84 elusiveness, good carrying stats, 94 trucking, all-around back. Not to complain there. Really, the starter they've been in Houston and Butler, the fullback behind them. This team, you've got a nice back with McKinnon, 93 speed, 82 acceleration, 96 agility, 90 elusiveness. Already good ball carrier vision, already good carrying. Yeah, McKinnon's pretty good. So they've got definitely a change of pace back right behind Gurley, so they can do kind of a double-headed on teams. And then they've got the young guy Houston behind them. But not a bad starting group there. Yeah. Miller's their fullback. He's always been a good fullback in the NFL. Decent speed for a fullback. Not really a trucker. I believe he's got monster blocking stats. 89, 85. What's his carryings? Is 3 and 78 strength. Yeah, he's just a great fullback and block. Solid guy to have. Receivers have quite a set here. Alshon was before I acquired Sammy Watkins, he was somebody I had pursued, as well as the Eagles. So he potentially could have been traded this past season, but he was kept, and he's their starter. He was acquired from the Bears for a first-round draft pick, I believe, potentially more. He's 6'3", go up and get a receiver. He's got amazing cats, 96, 9, and 98. Good route running, good and good jumping. And he's not overall fast, but he's a walking instant catch. He is. He's basically their red zone threat. He's their down the field intermediate threat. He'll get the ball and he'll outman a lot of corners. Nice to have. Definitely their number one. Behind them they have Deion Taylor, Justin Hunter, Albert Wilson, and Tyler Lockett. Yeah, so let's see what these guys bring to the table behind the beast that is Jeffrey. So Deion Taylor, who's 2 years pro. He may have been their first round pick a couple years ago. Stats. Hunter also has fair catching stats. It somewhat drops off. I mean, Tyler Lockett's all right, but he's a possession guy too at this point. But Deion Taylor's the number 2 here. He's got good route running, good release as well. Good jumping and a 6'2" frame. 95 jumping is impressive. Plus, he has good hands and he can go up and get it with his. And overall, not super fast. Again, 82 acceleration, 86 speed. So you've got 2 big targets to go get the ball, and that really is going to come Johnny Manziel, who go up there and throw the ball. And I mean, he's accurate, but his arm isn't super powerful, so he's going to be throwing short to medium more so than deep. Now, if he has time, he can get these guys, but these guys can go up and they're going to outman smaller corners and just move down the field. Behind that, you've got a couple guys, Hunter and Albert Wilson, whose catching stats are all right, but it looks like the team is going to favor these 2 short catch guys and let Wilson and Hunter work underneath. Tight end, they've got Kobe Fleener, Kyle Rudolph, a couple aging guys, and Jimmy Cole. Let's see what they bring at this point in their careers. So Kobe Fleener, still 87 speed, 89 acceleration, 6'2" frame. Good tight end. Kyle Rudolph, I think he's more of a blocker at this point. But Colby Fleener has always been able to go up and get it. He's got good hands, 90 catching traffic, spike catch. Kyle Rudolph, I mean, at 81, fucking 89. And they're both tall. Big, tall guys that can. And that seems to be kind of what this line is in this offense. As far as for tight ends, that's not terrible. It could be better. Kyle Rudolph with a 64 impact blocking, definitely better. And I think Jimmy Cole with the depth, but notice it's another 6. Lots of on this Conquistador offense. I mean, even their third string, 6'4". Yeah, so they're big and tall. Their offensive line, they've got young Greg Robinson, and he brings 81 pass block, 85 run block, 89 impact block, and 94 with decent stats. He's a foundational tackle for this team. He's young and he's still developing, but he's a great term option. Joseph Brooks appears to, I think he was a second or third round pick a couple years ago. 86 run block, only 79 pass block, and 78 impact block, but good strength, decent speed stats. Well, only 60 speed, but yeah, he's kind of a middle of the road at this point. Overall, my scheme, Tim Liletto is a better option. Oop, we're jumping Cowboys. Comparing them, worse run block, better pass block, worse impact block. Yeah, he is inferior. Probably better at best. So definitely the way to go. But he's an lineman. He's nothing special. Little center. Fields the rookie behind him. Good run block, good pass block, great impact block. 89, 91. These are good stats. 88 strength. Yeah, young but good. Young and good. Probably, I mean, after Robinson, your next best option, Turner's their other guard, and he's a mauler. 92 run block, 92 pass block, 88 strength, just 76 impact blocking, but he's faster. Run to the right where their guards are. Then Benjamin is their tackle. I don't know much about him. Decent run block, 88, good impact blocking. He's about not bad. Still young. So yeah, really the weak point on this line is pretty much their left guard. Otherwise, you've got a young, strong line developing right behind. On the defensive side of the ball, the Conquistadors have Jadeveon Clowney, the high-priced signing free agent from 2 seasons ago. Now he's only an 85 overall in my scheme, but the guy is a stud. 6'5" frame, power, 80 moves, 83 block shedding, good pursuit, decent play rec, could be better. But his 90 acceleration, 86 agility. Combine that with his decent block shedding and good moves. I'm sure in his traits he's got spin move and the swim move already there. Yeah, he's pass rushing, especially huge. And you could use him to line if you wanted to. He's kind of a he's got options as far as how you could use him. On the other side, they've got Robert Quinn, who I believe has been with the Rams for a long time. 99 power moves, 80 moves, 84 block, good pursuit, nice tackling stats, and decent speed, and 87 strength. He's your run stuffer, kind of partial pass rusher. I mean, you're going to get more of your rush from Clowney, but Robert Quinn is another solid option to have. That's a good line right there, just with those two. So if you add Dulon Holland as their starting DT, followed by Larry White, 2 300+ pound guys. These look like run blocking DTs right here. So you got decent strength stats, good power, more finesse moves, good block. These are run stuffing DTs, which leads me to believe that they run a 4-3, which I did not know because I don't see many Conquistador games. So you've got a 4-3 with great pass rush and then 2 run defensive tackles to push the line for the Conquistadors, and you follow that by the rookie, at least in my scheme, 72 overall, Deron Ferguson. What does he bring to the table? He starts off right off as a good tackler with decent hit power. Okay, speed 87, but only 81 acceleration. But 80, And what's his zone? 78. So he's a very raw but capable outside linebacker. I mean, this is really the minimum you could accept to start at this position as a rookie. Um, they don't really have much better to offer, so this is what they have. And it's a younger team and they're up and coming, so they're using their draft picks to kind of fill holes. Um, at middle linebacker, they've got C.O. Moore and as well, but it's really C.O. Moore because they run a 4-3. So you've got 89 tackling, 82 hit power, 85 block shedding, 83 speed, 87 acceleration, good power moves, good pursuit, and okay. Um, yeah, so you kind of an average middle linebacker. On the other side, you have Dextrell Paul, another young outside linebacker. Good tackling, okay hit power, 87 speed, 89 acceleration. Yeah, this looks more like a nice starting outside linebacker for a 4-3. I mean, you've got 78 zone at this point in his career, 86 agility. He's fast. He's a reliable tackler. This is probably the best linebacker in the group. Because Deron Ferguson's still just very raw. But when you look at this 4-3, you've got guys going to get to the passer very quickly. Their linebackers exploited in the passing game. Their zone isn't daunting. They are fast, but if you're in some action plays, or you have some nice agile corners or receivers, nice agile receivers underneath, you could definitely exploit these guys on passing patterns. And with 6'1" there, he's tall, and he's 6'1". These are not overwhelmingly tall guys. They're about average for linebackers. 6'2", 6'3" would be a little bit better. So tight potentially as well. If they can just outman them. Yeah, and only because a young group. C is the veteran Prince of Macamara. You've got Philip Gaines, Bill Bentley, Tyler Patman. No secret this team aggressively looking defensive backs. Kind of a patchwork veteran. Yeah, let's see what happens. So tomorrow immediately man coverage, and they're all of them zone corners. As the top three are, and then Tyler Patman's more of a man corner, as you can see, 85 to 82. But these guys, their speed stats. So you got 90, 94, 99, 88 with acceleration. Really like top two, and then there is a serious drop off. Bill Bentley is definitely your slot point. 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 95 agility, frame, and then these other guys, and then you've got a drop off. Yeah, definitely a patchwork secondary. Macamara is clearly your number one. I mean, I think he's got his best 10, but secondary. It's not secondary. It's there so they have bodies in place, and so that they're not completely terrible. Pass doesn't wow me. To above average can exploit it. You know, even Prince of Macamara with good carrying stat, a faster receiver could get by. But I say that, but he's I about his progression over the next couple of years. Gains, however, I mean, 94 speed, 94 excel. Can keep up with people frame. But it's nothing really. If a team has good depth at receiver, you're going to be able to exploit this. Oh wow, they James Sample is their starting. He was on my last year, and he got the cut, and he's starting over Antonio Allen. The career back now starting good tackle, good, decent zone play rec. 54 play rec. He's exploitable. 87 speed, 89 acceleration. He can well, but 52 awareness. Meanwhile, Antonio Allen has better awareness, has worse speed, and a small frame. Better zone, better man, better rec. Not as good tackling. I'd almost go with Antonio Allen over him based on his experience and smarter. But I mean, if you're going to develop James Sample, then you're going to want to start. But neither one of them is phenomenal. I mean, you could even find something better in free agency at this point. We've got DJ McDonald, 82 zone, 78 play rec, tackling. Great hit power. Did the free safeties have decent hit power? Not really. But this guy's going to lay the hurt. Maurice Alexander can also do the same thing. Alexander might even be decent at free safety with his 90 speed and 90 acceleration. He could play corner if you wanted him to. Move him over and have TJ McDonald on the other side. He 1 awareness versus 70. What's his play rec? I don't remember. So he's just about as dumb as James Sample, but he's got better stats overall. You could move him over to free safety and have a better tandem, which would make the secondary stronger as a whole. And then at kicker, you've got 50 overall, Chris, but he's got a leg, and that's all that matters. And then Hecker's a great punter. I believe he also has decent kick power. Yeah, 97 and 99. He's gonna boot. He's probably 99. Probably one of the best in the league. So yeah, that's your excuse me. Young team that's pieces slowly. They had a big free ending spree a season ago, and they've got probably defense than their defense. They've got front on the line, but beyond that, I felt exploitable pieces there, with Prince Makamara and their safety being really the two options in the secondary and kind of the captains. And you've got Manziel, who's developing into a decent starter now, and two good receivers to throw to with some nice hands underneath, and then two ends that are a little bit up there in their career, but can still very much play. So yeah, that's the Conquistadors. They had a good season. I think they went 6, and let's for a better season this year. We'll do one more team before I hit the hay. We'll go over to we'll go over to the Dolphins. They're a fun team I like to cover. Or I like to follow and talk about. First owner is Brendan. He does a lot of coverage within the league, and he's done my team a couple times when he's covering them. So it's a cool thing to be able to return the favor. So let's see what they have going on in good old sunny state of Miami. Ryan Tannehill is their quarterback. Surprised that they stuck with him in the beginning, but they have, and he's kind of panned out to be a nice above average quarterback in the league. 91 throw power, nice accuracy in the short and medium game, terrible in the deep game. It's kind of the potential of the receiving game, but what he does have is strong. Short and medium game, deep game in any of the quarterbacks. Tyrod Taylor is a nice pickup as a good backup. He's got experience in the league, and he's a nice quarterback to have, a speedster. And then Graham Thomas is developing behind them, kind of a long, accurate guy. Basically, he's an option, and that's all he should be. So Tannehill, I'd feel, should have, at this point in his career, better play action skills. But, okay. expect great at this point. But he's good at throwing the run. He can around. He's not a statue in the pocket. Tyrod Taylor can scramble and do some more than Tannehill can. Yeah, so like I said, a good above-average quarterback here. Not elite, but not average. He's kind of that second tier. And Tyrod Taylor's an excellent second option. Because he can do a lot with his, and he's got a decent arm and decent accuracy. At halfback, they had Lacy. They acquired him from the Packers, and for the couple seasons, was aimed for not getting the ball as often as he should have, especially with his stats at the table. He has Jay Ajayi and Duke Johnson Jr. and Harmon, who they just picked up in the draft this year. See what at the halfback position here. Eddie, power back, obviously, 85 speed, 86 acceleration, 87 agility, with awareness, good skills, great skills. Could be a great farm, good juke move, and field, which is hidden trait about Lacy. The guy can catch. And I mean, he's a power back. You can use yard situations. You can use him to slowly ball down the field. Good clock back. And then I think I could be wrong, but I think Duke sees more carrying than Ajayi. What the table is, Ajayi is kind of another kind of a, well, he's more elusive. He's kind of a middle of the road kind of guy. Speed, 89 acceleration, 80 agility, with 84 and just 73 trucking. But if squirm in his game to at least get a couple carries during a game. There's another former running back. You can see 90, 89 acceleration, 90 elusiveness. Looking at all, he's an elusive kind of scat back. He was actually in free agency last year too, and he was, I believe, all year in free agency. Ended up after sitting around for a year. Fullback, they and this is their second option. Interesting, and I saw him sub, I think, to in their previous game. He may be kind of a secret second option they have. But moving on to Prosh, 5 good speed skills. Blocking. This guy is a multifaceted fullback. He can kind of do it all. He can block and gives some nice versatility to the Dolphin game. You've got 2-year Jamarcus, Devontae Stills, Wright, picked up in free agency, I believe. The speedy slot, Marquise Goodwin, excuse me, and Kamal Bar. We all know when you think franchise players, Jamarcus is one of the faces of the franchise right now. First round draft pick, 89 catching, great catch and traffic, okay catch with a 6-foot frame, running good release. For a guy at this point in his career, great jump skills, 97 speed, 92 acceleration, 90. He's 84 elusiveness, good juke moves. I mean, he is a starting franchise. And why I brought up Tannehill here is because Tannehill accuracy, using it as a much more accurately get the ball down there more often. But that's not to say that the Tannehill is successful, that there's more options you could have with him there. Now, that being said, he's doing fine. He had 14 6 yards last season. Very productive, very much going to be kind of long-term over here in Miami. I believe he was the same as Bills, the rival. No, I'm the 4. And he got 90 speed, just 83 acceleration. Yeah, a faster option. Who's the better target and who's going to get down the field? It's Elliott. Excuse me. Beyond Devontae was another with a 6'3" frame, great hand, good release, jumping, 91 speed, 90. He could be receiver for others, but he's the second, and he's a great. You guys, hands as they can get down. You've got Hills, who also has and good stats as far as catch. It's a good route run, good route, and can. He's also fast too. What do you think, Darius Wright, who's going to be one of your slot guys? Goodwin, his 95 speed, 96 acceleration with his 92 agility. Going to catch the ball, and like I said, they're tall. You've got your tall, big guy who can get downfield with their speed as well. The slot guy. So I would say a very good. I would say above average to maybe, but until I see the franchise do something with this. No, it's a very big crew, but I'm not ready to say it's elite. I see this year. Oh, they're kind of pen, but they're one of the crews in this league because they can hit you in a lot of different ways. The quarterback can get there. A tight end, Cameron, who I can't believe is already 8 years pro. Dion, second tight end, and then Trey Burton. See what Jordan Cameron's got speed. Deion Sims speed. Jordan Cameron's got the hand, and I don't think you really this team whip out 2 tight ends. Really, Jordan Cameron, who you see work done. And he's good starting. I mean, he's decent speed. He's wow you, but he's capable of job playing in the and there's a third option stretching the ball down the field. Not bad. Their offense, and you've got Andres. Their starting left tackle, Jordan, not Deion Jordan. So DeAndre, 90 pass block, 4 run block, 69 impact. Kind of push pile, strength, and speed. Bad young, still coming. Speed is their left guard. Jack Randall. What does he bring? 8 run block, 80 pass block, 80 block, 80 strength, and very slow, but acceleration. Well, he's a good guard for his career. I mean, 8 run block, 87 pass block, balance across the board. He's gonna in a couple of years and is a nice foundation for the team. Whoops. You've got Mike Powell, who's always been a great center in the league. 90 run block, 84 pass block, back block, good strength, decent. He's your starting center, and he's a good center. Moss, starting 87, 84 pass, only impact block. He's kind of tier as Jose Reed. He's young, but he's not like an all-pro lineman. He's an up-and-coming lineman. And then you have James, the right tackle spot, who's starting over Fabian Duncan. Um, he brings just 81 pass, but he's a better run blocker. You could almost, with blocking good, you'd almost think that he'd make the better guard if you got um, low speed, acceleration. He could potentially play like the left spot. Really do some. I mean, you just when you have a right tackle giving you one pass block, that's just he's got a decent impact block. Just 81 pass. It is concerning. You know, a lot of linemen user of the ball, so it's kind of exploitable on the line. The only glaring hole. Uh, very young, not bad, not bad. The defensive side, you've got Ryan Davis starting left end, who looks terrible in my scheme, but uh, when you versus a 3-4, you're gonna see that. It's decent finesse, terrible block shedding, poor play rec, 70 speed, 81 agility. He's okay. I'm not in love with him. On the other side, you've got Vernon, who is a nice pass rushing. 80 shedding, 82 hit power, 79 speed, 86 acceleration. Get off the ball quick. Definitely the better of the two. No, is he? Yeah, he's all right. You've got Ndamukong Suh, who's really the push on him. Argue against these guys. 90 strength. This great power moves from both. Good moves. Good both these guys. This is strength in as far as the Dolphins in this. And that's why I think in general you see struggling to push out when playing in the center because you've got Cody, where it's really the left side of this line that you could push around. You'd want outside this team, and I know that when I've played them, I've kind of planned like that, being somewhat of a team that favors. I know the chances challenging 2 and then 4-3, and if you go, there's just more room given, particularly on the left side. The linebackers, you're looking in for that deficiency that I think they have at the end position. You have to have decent linebackers. Up with the efficiency, especially on the left side. See what they have at the linebacker position. They've got James, the linebacker, a decent tackler who can deliver a blow, good block shedding, okay recognition, and 84 speed, 7 acceleration with agility, so he can get there pretty well. And he has 80. He's a good linebacker on the left side. To help with that defense. We've got, I believe, I could be wrong, was their first draft pick ago. And he 90 tag. Behind him, we've got Koa Misi, who's kind of probably the more reliable option, who is also a good tackler with better hit power. But you've got 86 block shedding out of the good recognition, 6 speed, 3 acceleration, 70 and 81 zone. We didn't check his 78 and 81. I want to check one other thing. Okay. These stats over here. And then on the other side, you've got Jenkins. What does he bring? Much about Jenkins. Hit power. So another this crew can hit, which is nice. Fumbles. 80, 83, 87. They've got better than I expected linebackers. I actually was expecting poor group here. Bad. They definitely very capable. And Lamar is a nice young coming middle linebacker. NFL. Um, he's as tall as I like my middle linebackers, but he's capable and he's got a decent backup behind him. Go over to their secondary. This team invested first round draft picks in Zach Thomas, Corey Neal, kind of what the LA Raiders have done with Seth and I don't remember the other guy's name. Wrong team. Stephanu and I guess it is Sean Williams. Yeah, these two first corners. So kind of the same. Dolphins have developed some guys, which I think they had reached a point where secondary the likes of had Mettler at the corner. It's a decent option, but harder at this point in his career. And they still have Bryce McCain. 10 years ago, he's getting old. Zach and Corey Neal, let's bring kind of corners in the NFL. You got Zach Thomas, who's 5'10", and then Corey Neal, who's 6'4". Then you've got slot underneath. Let's see what they have. So these two corners have 86 man, 86 and 89, with great right off the and two behind them that can press. Conditions are bad considering their age, but they could get decent percent and skills. As 94, 93 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 agility each, and their awareness isn't Thomas's significantly better. So these two corners really become the long-term story of this. I've paid high prices for them, and they have pretty good instant results. I've got compressed with good stats. It's good. The only thing that worry is was exploitable against taller guys. Sure, I mean these guys will struggle against big possession smart players, and might struggle against some play action and trickery plays early on. But these are corners to have, and underneath you've got decent slot corners and zones here, and then the aging Bryce McCain, kind of guys. Safety, you've got Louis Thomas, who's an age decent safety, and then Eric Pinkins is the other. Let's take a look and see what these guys bring. So Thomas is a safety. You've got 88 zone to just 6 cal. You got Eric Pinkins, more all around, I guess you could say. 80 recognition from Delmas. Decent hit. To accelerate. Pinkins is a lot better, but you can't. Awareness, his play right a lot better too. 82. We've got the young, faster, more versatile option versus smarter, savvy. What they're doing with him, Delman proved in past seasons and in past games that he's capable. This is nice and to have. You can almost CB too, but I mean, it's preference at this point. The thing that concerns me is if a running back gets to the open field in the secondary, don't run to make the saving tackle. On the other side, Rashad Jones, who's 9 years pro as well, and then Kovacs behind him. And let's see what this is here. So you've zone out of recognition, good tackling, good hit power. He's a stud. And he's got speed, 80 acceleration, 90 awareness. Yeah, you've got secondary. Oops, excuse me. A young secondary with a couple guys. You got two young up and coming corners, and then you got smart, heavy. I like what secondary. The age is a concern, but where right now is capable. These guys have to shut guys on the second level. You got this nice youth infusion right behind a nice secondary. But you're gonna have to look to see maybe Benjamin's and Kovac up behind them, because the time that these guys are really elite in the league, Delmas, Jones are gonna be gone, or at least not worth starting anymore. But right, this is probably the best second, and it's a very secondary. And then a kicker, Griffin Nelson, who's got a leg, I believe, 93 glass, they're punching 93 kick power. Yeah, that's your Dolphins. A fun team, definitely. You've got a youth in Dolphins. And I think they've got the way they have it's made all the right people in all the right places. Glaring weaknesses. Not a whole lot of versatility in the game. A young line could be by decent experienced players. An okay line with a I love the direction where he's headed, and we'll see. I'm sure it's going to be very exciting to watch. And I know that a bit of a scheme to take on in a way. So yeah, a good team. Division last capable of doing here. Yeah, so I Dolphins. I'm high on the Dolphins. Like I said, they had here very Conquistadors. But, interesting to see if they can. All for tonight. I am quickly falling asleep. Next time, Eagles, Giants, and that'll be fun. No other teams. Yeah, so stay tuned next time when I analyze your Philadelphia Eagles, the most team in the NFL. Good night, everybody.